Hello, everyone, and welcome. Happy New Year to you all. And I hope this 2023 is finding you guys in good health and good spirits. And I think we can all agree that it's good news that a suspect has been apprehended in this very, very, very tragic, very nightmarish, very, very freaky case here. So we definitely know, right? Suspect has been apprehended. I think in the last time we heard, he was he was going to just extradite because allegedly feeling confident in being exonerated. But I gotta say, don't you guys think, come on, like if he was arrested and the FBI, remember they were saying that they want to arrest with a conviction, right? So there's a lot of speculation already going, obviously. A lot of the sleuths are on it. Everybody's on it. All the news outlets are on it. I have a lot of talking points right here, though, for sure. Some things that, I want to discuss and that will help us dive. And then we're going to do a little bit of remote viewing, some meditation. I'm going to see if I can tap in. I've been tapping into things all day. I've been getting some downloads. I've definitely been seeing things, getting messages. Stuff is coming through, right? If you follow or if you go ahead and see my other readings as well, one that I did originally and then one that I had done very recently, the live. A lot of the things I called in the first reading were definitely on point. I feel like I was able to see through the eyes of the killer. I feel like I profiled him very well in that first reading. Also, my deepest apologies for, if my other readings that happened subsequently after that were the focus of people who have been completely, cleared. I do apologize for that. Hello. Hi. See you in the comments. Pink Butterfly. Very nice to see you in here. Thank you so much, you guys. We are going to do a little bit of maybe pull some tarot on some stuff that we have some questions about. Talk about a couple things. It is Mercury retrograde, right? Happy New Year, everyone. But we're in Mercury retrograde, and I do believe it's retrograde in the sign of Capricorn. Okay. So I was even a little hesitant to come on here. Hello from Boise. Very nice. Welcome. I feel like, listen, they're saying alleged, right? We've got our main suspect in custody, and it's all alleged so far. We don't really know a whole lot yet, other than the fact that we know the cops had enough. Law enforcement had enough to go ahead and arrest this person. And they had said in the past they wanted to arrest with conviction in mind. So let's just keep that in mind. Also, one thing that was said on a news brief I had been watching that was kind of playing in a loop was that the reporter was saying that he had slept better than he has in a while, and he had spoken to the chief of police, and the chief of police had also said that he had slept better than he has in a while. So I'm guessing that means they feel pretty comfortable about this arrest that's been made. So the more we're learning, come on, y'all. Even the tarot cards are looking like, whoa, but come on, to say you're going to be exonerated so fast. I feel like there are so many elements here that are matching up with other cases, right? Other serials, we'll just call them. It's quite possible, right? This is all speculation, all for entertainment purposes only, all for educational purposes only. We're just here to also open up our third eyes and take a little deep dive and see what we can see. We're going to turn on the spirit box in a little while, and some crazy shit has already been coming through. Weird things have been coming through. And so I wanted to share them with you guys. I don't always understand what comes through. Spirit definitely communicates, and the spirits on the other side communicate in interesting ways. I am a psychic medium. Hello, I'm the Spiritual Genie. If you love my vibe, please like, share, subscribe. And I would love to have you as part of the tribe, you guys. I was a little hesitant. Like I said, I've been feeling some energy. I've been feeling some unsavory energy also. I feel like there is definitely going to be energy around this person, around this case, where I'm seeing 906. So yeah, I'm seeing duality, like inversion. I'm seeing kind of a, how do you call it? The juxtaposition, right? There's going to be some difficulty in this with the cooperation of this person, okay? Right? They're coming off a little arrogant. They're coming off a little, of course they're going to act like that in the beginning though, right? Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure Ted Bundy went into it immediately being like, I'm going to be cleared of all charges, da 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 da, right? Yes, I don't like it gives me the heebie-jeebs. I didn't even know if I wanted to do this tonight. Like the last time I did this one for the Shanquella session, like literally things that I did in that session that I had seen that she let me see. It was a very fluid dance of energy. People were like, "Oh, you were shifting between first person and third person," but that's how it was working. That's how the energies work. I don't know what happens when I dance in the ether like that. It's very fluid in that ethereal realm, okay? And everything that I saw was pretty accurate, minus a couple little details you could potentially askew. Like in the end, I definitely had said when they came in, she was in the living room. Boom. Like I had noticed that later, did not even notice it early on. So there just are factors that I've been paying attention in the media that are coming out that are getting validated by my readings. So I do have very high accuracy rates. I do lots of readings all the time. I do lots of free readings and they're very, very accurate. So I'm not trying to prove anything to anyone. I'm just trying to let's have fun. Let's dive. Let's open our third eyes. Let's stretch that psychic muscle, right? I'm here to empower all of you guys and help you guys realize we all have these abilities, right? We all have these gifts. I was watching a video by Reverend Donna Serafina earlier and Sweetie Pielo. I think that's how you say it. Pielo? And yeah, we get a lot of flack and I think people definitely don't always understand like how these type of things work, but whatever, let's get on with it. Let's get on. So let's just start right here. What do you guys think about Mercury retrograde being right when they arrested this person? Mercury basically went retrograde. So I was kind of thinking, I really hope that this energy doesn't kind of come in and create some type of confusion or chaos or I would imagine that they have their ducks in a row to make an arrest. So let's all just cross our fingers and hope that they've crossed their T's and dotted their I's. Crossed their T's and dotted their I's. Goodness sake, goodness sake. Okay, so I'm just curious. Like if y'all think that this Mercury retrograde energy is gonna throw a monkey wrench into all of this. I really fucking hope not. I hope not. I feel confident. I feel confident in law enforcement at this point. I really do. I'm so sorry also in the beginning that I had any doubts in them. They're motherfucking G's. Excuse my language. They are like the bosses right now at this point. Like, and you better believe they have known way more than we have known all along, y'all. We've just been fishing in the dark, and that's why they've been like, calm down over there. We've got stuff. But also interesting that the family did come out to speak on behalf of their son and say, hey, treat him as though he's innocent until he's guilty, which I mean, hey, unfortunately, that is the law system, right? That is how the law system works. That is how we have to treat this um, for reasons of not wanting to wrongly accuse people. But they've been saying things like all the digital forensic evidence and everything is really what has also like created this like link. And I mean, it's not done with the sleuthing in the public. Ever since everything's come out, they've opened up the tip lines again and are like, bring it on, y'all. Like, give us what you got. Tell us all what you can, like, give us your kit tips, clues. Like they now, because people that know him, they're trying to build a profile and kind of understand a little bit better, right? What's going on here? Who is this person? So I just want to show you guys something that I had been making all along. I had been doing my own detective work. I'm an amazing detective on my own. And I had actually been compiling this list. Let's see if I can find it. Of course, I probably won't find it right now. Where did it go? Okay, hold on. Oh, okay, whatever. It's in this one. It's in my notes for my new channel that I'm in the works of making. But they do say focus on one thing at a time. So we're doing the more of the seer sleuthing right now, right? The spiritual sleuthing. Okay, so Da 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 da. From the beginning, I had definitely had my little list of who I thought were suspects, right? They were all reasonable. We all thought there was a possibility that these people could have been. They all there was reasonable doubt, right? I think in everyone's mind for sure. Not too many, just a few. But in this list, there was always a random stalker. I always had a random stalker in my list. Of course, that was always a possibility, right? So anyway, I had immediately thought possible Ted Bundy copycat, right? Could be a psychopath, maybe has the support of their family. Shoot, let's see. What did my notes are kind of crazy. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay. This is the Idaho 4. In the beginning, I had written about the Idaho 4 stuff, okay, blah, blah, blah. Even things coming through in my original reading about reddish hair. Dude definitely has like a reddish tint to his hair, okay? Right? Still, why didn't the dog bark? Why nothing with the dog? That's also weird. I wonder if we're going to figure that out later. See, what I'm getting right now, I'm getting strong, like I've been getting strong visions of that because this suspect, let's say, is so learned in criminology that they know and they're planning on using information basically as leverage to kind of make their way or buy their self time or to kind of to get their self little things here, little I don't know how to call them exactly. Hello, thank you, welcome. The family's gotta know, and I think they just don't want to admit it. Of course, I mean, let's look at even people like Dahmer, right? Let's look at all of them. Like nobody could see, even the girlfriend of Ted Bundy, like could not see. She didn't want to see. It took her 9 years. 9 years to come to terms with that. So of course, no parent is going to want to think that about their child. And psychopaths are very, very, very good at hiding in plain sight. They very are. They're shapeshifters. They're chameleons, right? So but we do see like this common thread of this person's behavior. And I had called it originally. Like, this is someone who is obsessive. This is someone who is probably maybe even has a hatred toward women or is like potentially misogynistic in some kind of way. It just makes you think the way he treats women, or at least reportedly, right? Like, so yeah, there's also talk about maybe like because Truth and Transparency has figured out potentially what like using the police body cam footage to actually like to target your victims. I mean, very interesting. This is all alleged, right? Like, but the pieces are coming together. I think he was stalking them in many different ways, very clever ways of stalking going on here. Hello, hello. Happy New Year to you all. I love you guys so much. We're going to get spiritual up in here. Okay. If you're not down, you better get out of here right now. We're just talking about some stuff, making some comparisons, bringing up some points, right? Anyway, the murders were committed all in the same area. Who knows if this person, excuse me, I'm not allowed to say that word, the Murders. Can you spell it? I don't know. The unalivings were committed in a very similar area, which I do find to be interesting. I almost feel like, so here's what I gathered also. Ted Bundy and this guy both went to school in Washington. Could be different schools, but both universities. Does anyone know what university Ted Bundy went to? I think I wrote it down. I don't know. I don't want to spend too much time just like going over these like little points. But anyway, there were signs. Ted Bundy was very antisocial in a way. He never really fit in. He really wasn't good at doing anything he was doing. He probably had some deep-seated, obviously he was a narcissist. He had deep-seated insecurity issues. It seems that this person could be going through or dealing with the same thing, right? Was very overweight when he was younger, seemed to have changed significantly whenever he lost weight type of vibes. University of Washington. Interesting. So they both went to school for criminal studies in Washington, right? Both in a similar age range. He chose this place, in my opinion. It seems like seems this person might have chose this place because of the location. And I mean, honestly, if you just look at the comparison of the two, I mean, were there not 6 people sleeping in the house when Ted Bundy struck? There were 6 people sleeping in this house on King Road. Okay, 1122 King Road. There were 6 people sleeping in that house, and it's almost like maybe the K, according to some weird 4chan stuff and things, right? Or whoever this supposed caller that's been calling into that called into T-Revs live and has maybe posted things on a Facebook group, or, we wonder, is it a troll? Are there trolls? Or has this person has he been watching all along? Because we've been saying that. And I've been feeling him watching. I mean, he may have even seen some of my readings. How much do you guys want to bet this person has probably been sticking his hand in the cookie jar the whole time and maybe creating rumors, maybe creating false rumors? The police have definitely said to look out for that. Unfortunately, I think some of us did fall victim to that. The mind, like I said, will pull at strings. It will grasp, for truth. The mind is amazing like that, but it will search every avenue until it does find the truth. It might go crazy on the way, though, because it realizes infinite possibilities. So we always have to think like that. We always need to think infinite possibilities. So I'm like the first one to go down the rabbit hole, because why not? Like, it shows I'm a critical thinker. Be a critical thinker. Acknowledge possibilities. There are conspiracies sometimes. We find out crazy shit all the time. How many of these cases that get solved later are just like mind-boggling, mind-blowing, the type of shit that we come to realize. Yeah, you know what? The more I looked at it, I thought it does kind of look like him. I really thought that video, that was the TikTok video, is the one you're talking about. Yeah, I think it could be. It definitely could be. It could be. And it just all feels so planned. Like, narcissists have to take credit. I always knew from day one. I knew this person almost probably wanted to get caught. They always want to get caught because they want to take credit. They don't care. Like, oh, what are you going to do? Lock me in jail? Like, where I get free everything until what? And like, I mean, I just think this guy's so arrogant, so delusional, potentially, that maybe he really believes he's going to like get away with this. Okay, so whatever, let's move on. So the things I've been picking up today, something very clear that came into my mind earlier, it was kind of weird. It was like, it said, the more you dig, Spirit told me, if you dig, you'll find so many skeletons, skeletons, skeletons. I was getting like family vibes. Like, maybe there's more skeletons in the closet than we realize, but it's like, if you dig like underneath the surface, it could just be more like digging. Once they start to dig into the psyche, the psychology of this person, that they're really going to like uncover these skeletons, right? That's creepy though, because that almost makes me feel like, if you dig, is there skeletons somewhere? You never know. Some of these ones have gotten started pretty young. Didn't Ted Bundy killed somebody when he was pretty young? Eating phone, eating phone. Yeah, well, shoot. And honestly, what I feel from this person, like, I feel like I feel like whoever did this, right? The perp, the one who did it. We're not saying this Bryan Kohberger. We're not saying he did it, because we don't know yet. Obviously, the more evidence that comes out, it's looking a lot more like he probably did it. So, I'm feeling confident that this is our dude, but we can't just say that, apparently. I'm learning lessons. We're not allowed to just blame without evidence, right? Wow, the elderly lady. Okay, so you think he KILLED'd the elderly lady from DC to the same way at 3 a.m. on the 13th. DC is not that far from Pennsylvania. You're right. I do not feel like this was possibly the only one. I agree with you. And so originally, also, the word galvanized was really popping up, you guys. Galvanized. And I really wish I knew I don't know how to fucking share stuff. Excuse my language. I really need to work on that. Hold on. Let me see here. Window. No. I don't know how to do this yet. Cancel. Okay, I don't know how to like share stuff with you guys yet. I will figure that out, but I can show you on my phone probably. Anyway, you're smart. You can understand what I'm saying. Galvanized. So I kept seeing galvanized. And this is in regards to thinking about, where is the weapon hidden, right? We'll do some meditation in a second. I'll do a little, see if I can go into a trance. We'll see what I can see. I'm just not like too like excited about doing that all the time, because it's like, you can't stay in there for too long, It's like, It's like in like Sabrina the Teenage Witch, you know, like when they do astral travel and they like can't stay in there very long because, you know, you just don't want to be susceptible to those energies. But anyway, so galvanized, right? Like, so what is galvanized? I looked it up and it turns out that galvanized is a term for steel that's been coated. Here we go. Okay, it's iron or steel that's been coated with a protective layer of zinc. So it basically makes it very strong. Things like buckets. I almost wonder if guardrails on roads could be made out of galvanized metal. I did look it up, you guys, and believe believe it or not, so the picture that's in my thumbnail, that is actually a photograph of a galvanized hunting knife. Extra strong. It's serrated edge. I don't know. It's not super big. The way they're describing like Rambo knife, it might be a little bit, I don't know though. They could make bigger ones. I'm not sure how big that one is, but a knife could be galvanized also. So something to consider. What else can be galvanized? Yeah, fencing, a water trough for an animal. Um, that's mostly the things I can think of. It's like sheet metal, steel. I imagine those guardrails on the side of the road are probably galvanized to make them extra strong. Um, don't quote me on that, but I bet. Okay. So also, I do feel like I can see a sheath for the knife. And at first, I was seeing like a leather. I was seeing leather, like black and brown leather. Maybe only, maybe just brown, but definitely it looked black. There's black. But then I was seeing it as just black, but I was seeing a sheath, and there are sometimes like metal sheaths as well. So I am seeing sheath coming through. Um, I see someone going shit, fuck, like they fucked up something. I don't know what it's in regards to. It's like they dropped something at some point and we're like, shit. You know, don't know. Could be something that was found, could have had DNA on it. Don't know exactly about that. These may be things we find out soon. So, also, my EVP yesterday, crazy shit. I will turn that on in a minute. I will turn on the spirit box in a minute, but we'll do some maybe meditating first. So, anyway, the EVP said 6th Street. 6th Street. And it was weird because I looked it up and I don't know if 6th Street is on the way out of town. The glove was found. True. And that's weird. I wonder if that was his fucking glove because I just see him being like, shit. Like he realizes he dropped something. So, I mean, apparently probably left plenty of evidence around the crime scene. So how ludicrous to think, oh, I'll just be exonerated like this. So easy. Like, dude, DNA is all over the house. Why would it be there? So, 6th Street. Anyway, when I looked it up, it said that in Moscow, there's a park called East City Park. Could a trash can be galvanized? Do you guys think he could have like maybe wrapped up? I don't know why I'm seeing this. Like, I'm seeing a couple different things, but I did have a slight vision of like putting a knife in like a food bag and throwing it away. Although that seems like it could be, that would seems very reckless to do that. I know it is crazy that they didn't find that right away and then later they found the glove because of the retired detective. I agree with that. So anyway, I thought that's cuckoo, but also it could make sense to just dispose of the murder weapon in a random ass place where just nobody would even be thinking about it, right? But there could just be something significant. I was just kind of like putting two and two. Like, is that a possibility? But there could be something significant about 6th Street. I don't know. Don't know. But EVP said 6th Street. I've been seeing mostly a fence line though. And something that Spirit told me is that the K, whoever did this, the perp, is they know the coordinates. Am I yelling? I'm sorry to yell at you guys. They know the coordinates of where the weapon is. Like they've got the coordinates like in their head. And I feel like this is something they're going to use as leverage. This is what Spirit's telling me. They know where it is and they're going to use this as leverage. Even if they don't know how to, even if it can't be retrieved back, I feel at some point they might use the murder weapon as, because they want that murder weapon, right? We need that. Excuse my freaking language. I'm not supposed to say that word. YouTube, why can't we just speak freely? I thought we had free speech. Why? Gah, stop trying to censor me. Anyway, isn't that a real thing? Isn't that what we're talking about? Isn't that what true crime? Like, come on, man. I can't say that word. It's so ridiculous. Like, you really have to like learn how to code your speech. So anyway, we need that weapon, right? We need it. So I've been trying for a while now to kind of like see if I can figure out where the heck it is. So I've been seeing 6th Street, but also, or 6th Street came up, but then also I've really been seeing a fence line. I've been seeing a fence line in a road, maybe a road, but a fence line with these posts. And like, I'm almost getting a blinker and like pulling off a road. And then like I'm getting trees, and I heard something earlier say 6 trees. 6 trees. I don't know if that could be significant, could be buried by a tree or something like that. But I feel like perp could have stopped on the way out of town and maybe like hid I didn't see that in particular, although later when I watched a video, I saw that there is water alongside the highway right there. Yeah, it is creepy. It really makes you wonder. And that's why I've intuitively felt, and I feel the police have also known that the perp has been online the whole time. So watching, of course, if this is our guy and he studies criminology, he's watching everything. He's probably out there discussing the crimes with people, sounding really creepy. Yeah, knowing details that he shouldn't know. That's odd, but anyway, we don't know exactly if that's a troll. We might not know we won't know until we get like confession vibes, right? How much is this person going to try to milk to like out of their confessing things, We've seen with these SKs, and I believe this one is a budding SK. We've seen how they're compulsive liars. You never know if they're telling the truth. Sometimes they tell the truth, sometimes they don't. Ted Bundy practically never wanted to admit till like his last fucking days, like what he did. And he used that to milk his way a little farther and a little farther and a little farther to avoid the day a little longer, So, but also it could be to throw you off. Like apparently John Wayne Gacy said the same thing whenever they arrested him. He asked the same question. Have you found anyone else? Or have you arrested anyone else? Something along those lines. So it almost seems like he's borrowing many techniques from different people. Of course. I mean, to say in the news that somebody that's studying criminal law that is potentially, that is a suspect in this way, they're like, oh, it doesn't have anything to do with it. Baloney, it doesn't. Tell me that studying law couldn't make you a better criminal. Tell me ABC doesn't have a show called How to Get Away with M, which I do think is weird. I've mentioned that before, and I think that's really bizarre. Shoot, you probably have. I mean, people were going to class with him. He was just going about his normal routine. He literally went from the M's. He went from the slayings straight. I see him going straight home. Straight back to Pullman. What did he do with the clothes? I personally see that he burned them. I don't know at what opportunity he had to do this, but I feel like the clothes have been burned by whoever did this. They done burned those clothes. The knife, though, now this is what I've been getting, you guys. I've been getting the knife. Okay, I've also, from day one, the first thing I saw, and I tend to really, listen to my initial intuition, was I saw it in a box, a metal box, could be like an army box, some kind of box, metal box. I saw it locked in a box, and I feel like I feel like it still has like blood on it, because obviously they want to relive the act as much as they can forever. It's that's, they will always fixate on it. But like I feel like it could be in a box, buried. And I was also getting like a dog barking. Like I was getting a snarling dog. It looked almost like a dog that was on a chain with the doghouse, and it could be like a wolf ear dog or a mountain dog or like a German shepherd or something like that. I mean, I have been feeling so unsafe until this arrest. And honestly, cross your fingers, he did do this alone. And there isn't someone else out there. And I'm not saying there is another weirdos out there like this freaking K-er, but hey, we know this one isn't on the streets anymore, hopefully. And man, I was scared. I live not too far off. I'm like right one state away, and I luckily I have dogs. I feel like shoot. My dogs though, oh, my dogs would have definitely alerted. I have a little Chihuahua miniature pinscher. Like that's why I have dogs, and I always have dogs, and it's probably what's kept me safe. I used to travel around in my bus, and like I'm pretty sure the only reason why I've stayed safe is because of my dogs. So I don't know. I keep a weapon on me at night. I just feel a lot safer now. I'm really glad that they caught this guy. Like, thank you. I just want to give a big hug to like law enforcement. I want to like hug the chief now that I know that smile on his face wasn't a smirk. It was like, shut up. I'm doing my job. Like, we are going to solve this. He was trying to reassure us that it was about to get solved. So, anyway. So yeah, I think that this weapon could potentially be used as leverage at some point. We've seen that with Ted Bundy. We've seen that in other cases, even in the what was it, The Confession Killer? I've been watching on Netflix. The Confession Killer. I've always been into this stuff, you guys. I read the book. If you ever get a chance, read Helter Skelter by Vincent Bugliosi. He was the prosecutor on the Charles Manson case, and holy moly, that guy like solved the whole case. Like he put the whole amazing. You learn a lot about law by reading that, and a lot into the psychology. Yeah, he was the prosecutor, but he was also like a badass, like a detective at heart, and he solved that whole thing. But it's so interesting, like the thought process. I've always been fascinated. But I have a Scorpio moon, so that makes sense. Okay. So I feel like pretty much, I don't know. Do you guys think? I bet if he gets like, I bet if like he confesses or we know that it's him and he's like, knows he's not getting out, what do you think? Maybe following in the footsteps of Bundy? Like, are you going to help law enforcement like solve crimes or something? I mean, it's so bizarre, but it's kind of like you got to put that sick mind to use, I guess, for doing some kind of effing good. So tragic. My heart is so with the families right now. And it does not bring the girls, it doesn't bring, I'm sorry, it does not bring, Kaylee Madison, Zaina, and Ethan back. No, it doesn't. They'll never get closure like that. But it helps in some kind of way. But it almost just brings more questions. It's just like, oh, it just hurts. Like, why? Why? Like, why? All right. So as we do the spirit box, I think that's actually probably all I've got as far as like, that's been in the meditations I've been doing. I've been getting about the weapon. I don't really want to put myself right now too deep into this person's like psyche. What do you guys think? Exactly. See, I'm telling you, I don't know about that. I've been feeling like dancing in those energies is just, it's intense, it's heavy, and I'm like trying to be light for New Year's, trying to ring in this new year with some positive energy, and this is a win. But like, dang, Mercury retrograde too, for real. So I don't know, what do you guys want to do? What do you want me to do? I'll ask you, you're my audience. Should we spirit box a little bit and I have some questions, or should we like, do you want me to go into a trance for a minute here? I can do it. I can do it. I just don't want to push it. I don't want to be like, you know, I've seen things. I don't want to project. So we might hold off on that for now. Spirit box. All right, let's do that. I'm going to disconnect my Bluetooth actually real quick here on the laptop. And I'll put my phone on here so that way. Okay. All right, I'll hook it up to my phone and then you guys can hear it better, I think. Okay, pause that. Sorry. I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know what? Let's hold off. We'll do more remote viewing soon. But Spirit's kind of been giving me the to hold off on that a little bit. Like, I've already done I've done a good amount of remote viewing with this case, and I've seen things, and I don't want to relive the whole thing. I don't think we need to keep reliving the trauma. So if I were to do it, I would probably be looking like after post event. From that point forward, where did the weapon go, you know? Because what I mostly get is it's in a box. I don't know. It's in a box. I feel like it's buried, and I feel like the person knows coordinates to where it's at. Oh, okay. I think we're connected. Good. Here we go. All right, let's see. So I don't think I can have my notes up while we do this. Let me just look. I wanted to kind of ask, like, you know, is the person, and you guys can chime in too. Y'all can chime in too if y'all want to give me questions to ask. If you know, that's fine. This is a team effort. I love you guys. You are my community, my family, my tribe. We're in this together. Okay. Let's just ground really quick. Holy Spirit, please. I'm calling in the highest and most holy energies, the archangels, seraphim. Ooh, okay. Got the seraphim in here tonight. I think that's why they wanted me wearing pink. Please invoke all protective energies at this time. Please clear myself and my audience or anyone that may be watching this at any point in time, as this is a timeless reading, of any malicious or lingering energies that do not serve. Please remove all external energies from us now. Please protect this session. Kaylee, Madison, Ethan, and Zaina, if you're here, will you please step forward and let it be known? Amen. All right. Ooh, I got chills in that one. I felt as soon as I said their names, I felt this like energy wash over me. So is it near water? God, I really want to know. Let me hold this. Let me hold my Lemurian quartz really quick. Where's the other one? Hold on. Let's ask the Lemurian quartz. Let's ask them. Oh, you want to ask the spirit box if it's near water? Okay, we'll do that. Yeah, we can ask questions about that. I want to just see if I can like tune into that. Let's see. I'm not getting that it's directly near water. No, I'm not. If anything, sometimes I see a clearing in like a wood space. And a spirit's just got that fence. Like it's always like fence. I think the killer, whoever did this, if this is our guy, they know coordinates to where it is. I believe they have like a direct coordinates to know where it's located, just in case they happen to be incarcerated. They needed to use those coordinates to gain some leverage. That's my theory. It's kind of just what I was feeling earlier, kind of something that was given to me. Okay. So I want to know, like, I want to ask, maybe keep these questions in mind. I do want to ask, like, you know, if the person that's in jail right now is the one that took their lives, if the person that's in jail right now is the one that was stalking them. We already kind of know that's true. but we want to see what they say. They were telling me some interesting things. They're the ones that were telling me 6th Street and some other weird stuff. So if whatever you guys hear, please feel free to timestamp. If you can do that in here, I don't know if you can do that in here. If in the regular comment section you want to do it, cool. Just timestamp what you think you might hear. Yeah, how is he connected? I guess we could ask that. Yeah. I want to ask if the weapon is near Moscow. I want to ask if it's in Idaho. If it's made of galvanized steel, or is it buried? Is it buried in a box? Is it under or near something? Is it near water? Is the question we can ask. We could ask them what they know about Bryan Kohberger. Okay, so let's just tap in. They might not even come through. Sometimes they do. What are you doing? Hi, baby. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But I feel these 4 have been pretty active, especially Kaylee. I feel her spirit's been coming through really strong since the beginning. I feel she's been giving me the majority of my downloads. And I've known since the beginning, it's come out even before I knew about this case. If I just knew it was Kaylee. I knew it was all along. So allegedly, I mean, okay, so Kaylee, let's turn it up. Okay. They think, they fake. Kaylee, Madison, Ethan, and Xana, are you here? Please let us know if you're here. Please give us a direct. It's kind of hard. That's 3. Door. Writing these down. Should I write this down? That's 3. Something under or in there? Coming through strong. Okay. So let's see. Where we got questions? Okay, you guys. We would really like to know what can you tell us about Bryan Kohberger, please? Is Bryan Kohberger the one that took your lives? Is the person in jail the one that took your lives? God, I almost heard they're in danger with that one. Death threat. He'll look. Guy. Got. That almost sounded like recipe. Sounded like recipe. Resident? Okay, let's crush. Ooh, weird. That came through in one of my cards. Okay, so okay, hold on now. Was Bryan Kohberger your stalker, Kaylee? It's like almost like I heard it reached, or like that's kind of what it said. Money flowing? No. Okay. Let's see. What can we ask here? What do we want to know here? Tell us about Bryan Kohberger. Can you guys tell us if Bryan Kohberger is the one that was at your house? Found it yet? Very hard to decipher sometimes. It's like you get energetic vibes from some of what they're saying, though, more than what the words are. Sometimes the words come very clear, but other times it's like they're almost trying to give you like a feeling. Okay, let's see. How many people were there the night you passed? Kaylee, Madison, Ethan, and Zaina. How many people were there the night you passed? That might not be the right question. How many people took your lives? How many people were responsible for this? Was there more than one killer? That was a weird sound. Is the weapon that was used? Is it still in Idaho? Is it still in Idaho? Is it in Moscow? Is the knife that was used still in Idaho? Those seem to be yeses or validation. Can't say for sure. Is the knife buried next to a fence? Lead. I almost heard lead. Oh. Is the knife that was used to take your lives, is it next to the water? Is it near water? I'm getting goosebumps. That almost sounded like digging, like a digging sound, like rocks or something. Is the knife inside of... We can't. We can't. I don't know. Maybe they're saying they can't answer certain questions the way I'm asking. You guys, what do you guys want me to ask? Let's see. Okay. Don't tell them we can't. Break to... Was Bryan Kohberger inside your house the night of the killings? The night you lost your lives, was Bryan Kohberger in your house? I got like a little sound. I got like a sliding door or like a window opening or something. Did Bryan Kohberger take your lives November 13th? It sounded like the day they died or they died, he left. You don't need to get it. She don't need... I don't know what that is. Something progress. Definitely heard progress or progress on that one. This is challenging. I'm not 100% sure like what to ask. What do you guys want us to know about Bryan Kohberger? Give us something clear. Whoa, something about history. Did the killer study crime? Did he hide? Did he hide? This is something I've had an issue with was whoever did this waiting in the house for you? Were they waiting in the house that night? Did they enter? Did they enter after you were asleep? There we have that little sound again. Okay, I feel like, see, I've been seeing all along, when I look through his eyes, I see him looking in through the windows and really like watching, listening, like really probably being in that tree line. Did whoever did this to you guys leave anything behind at the crime scene? Did they leave something or lose or drop something? What? The couple. Something about the couple. A couple times. Instead. Let's see. My little questions. Okay, I have a good one. Kaylee, did you know who your stalker was? Have you met your... Have you met your stalker in person? Did you ever reject this person? That sounded like yeah or yes. Kick the ball. Kick the ball? That was interesting. Kick the ball. Something about sports coming up for sure. Like that has come up a couple times in the reading. Sports, player, into games. And of course, in the forest. Oh, fuck, you guys. That, honestly, excuse my language, that sounded like in the forest. And I was just saying watching from the tree line. Yep. I feel like that's confirmation. I don't know if the person was in the house. Whoop, see, I feel like they're pretty adamant that the person was watching from outside in the forest. The trees surrounding the house. I wanted to do like a little tarot here and maybe like kind of like maybe pull. Wow, mom, that's interesting. I was curious to maybe analyze Bryan's parents a little bit. I don't even know their names. I don't want to like get in trouble for anything like pointing fingers, you know, but I thought it would be curious at least to check into the relationship with the family. You know, is there anyone that knows? Is there anyone else besides the killer that knows who did this? On the other. It almost sounded like a friend did, or like a parent. I don't know. On the other. Huh, is that suggesting that there's another? Somebody knows something up. Does somebody suspect the person in custody is the one that did this? Does the family have any idea? Does Bryan Kohberger's family have any idea or inclination that he could be guilty of this crime? Does Bryan's father know? Do you feel different? Oh my God, I just said, do you feel different? That was very loud and clear. See, I'm getting because he felt very different and people are noticing that he felt different after. I'm getting he was very different after this. If this is our guy, his behavior would make sense. Okay, so show me Bryan Kohberger's energy, please. Show me Bryan Kohberger's energy. Let's pull cards on Bryan and let's pull cards on, let's make a stack for Bryan and a stack for the killer. Let's see if they match at all. Let's see Bryan Kohberger's energy, please. What is he going through now? Wow. Blood. That just fucking said blood. I swear to gosh, I cannot make this up. That said blood, and I'm not kidding. So y'all will be very interested to know the cards I got. So something about the dog. Did you just hear that? The dog? So the Fool, right? Wow, they're really speaking up right now. They're really speaking up. That's crazy. The Fool, and I'm getting the schizophrenia card. Look at this. Very much taking a leap here. I feel like this is showing Bryan's energy in this very much like taking a leap, you know, starting this new journey. Like, I don't know. It's like it's like after he made the leap, it made him feel like refreshed. Like he was different. I don't know. Either that's what I did or murder. I'm getting like breakthrough. If this hasn't happened before, it's kind of like there's some type of like either we're going to get a breakthrough, like some breakthrough is going to like really come here in this case, or I'm getting this person finally broke through, maybe just hanging out in fantasy realm. We don't know. Were there actually crimes committed prior? It's possible, but I do see mental illness coming up here. I do. And like beyond delusion, I did just see we're definitely going to be getting a breakthrough pretty soon here. There could be some type of breakthrough. I'm getting maybe there could be evidence that's going to come out here pretty soon. Maybe there's going to be he said maybe someone's going to reveal some strange things that he said, you know, that might implicate him further, but there's some type of breakthrough on the horizon. Either that or this represents this person like breaking through and kind of finally getting the guts to like carry out the act, right? Because the dream, not only was he heavy in obsession and fantasy over Kaylee before, you see like he was just dreaming about her, like the center of his fixation, right? Allegedly, which is what it's looking like. And I'm getting though, like in a sick way, y'all, like I hate this, but it's like he, ever since this has happened, through every post, through every picture, through all the talk about the gore and the details, he is continuously like reliving this. Whoever did this is reliving this, dreaming about it, thinking about it. He liked it. That's what I just heard. He liked it. Yeah. Yep, I've been getting that. And I see courage in reverse. Fucking coward. Someone agrees. Pussy, I just heard. Weird. That's crazy. Yeah, that's right. Tell them, babies. Guilt in reverse. I knew this one was going to come out. He doesn't feel remorse. He doesn't feel bad. He doesn't feel sorry. He doesn't feel guilty. That's why this guilt is in reverse. There isn't remorse. He liked it. So that's what the box said. Right? And with the Tower in reverse, average. Missing? Mrs.? I don't know. It's like either like shit. I feel like this person's going through a Tower moment, or they're going to be going through a Tower moment very soon, or this is all the destruction that this one caused with the Tower, the Thunderbolt. This is a Tower card. And you know what's interesting about this Tower? Because look at the loins, right? On fire. A lot of this very lusty, right? Like I'm getting like, I do feel that there was sexual drive to this, in my personal opinion. I definitely, with them saying it looked like such a crime of passion, yes. Wow. There's a couple. What did you do? I almost caught at the tail end. Yeah, because I'm getting the miser. The miser, which could mean, in my opinion, this could be someone who's like, look how this person is not looking great in this card. They look like they have a wretched soul. They're very attached, obsessive, can't let go. This is a 4 of Pentacles. Can't let go, won't let go. Attachment. Kaylee's like, to me. But look, also like not wanting to like share the... I'm lying. It's almost on like lying to you or something like that. Yeah, like I'm getting lying. Like probably compulsive lying going on here. Not going to wanting to divulge. Not going to want to share the truth, share the goods, right? A miser here. Just yucky, dark energy. Very wicked, very wretched looking. The weirdest Wow, the weirdest thing though, you guys, I gotta say, past lives. I have gotten a weird download recently that this guy could be Ted Bundy reincarnated. Never let that get back to him, because if he hears that, it would make his ego inflated. If he doesn't already think that, he might. But he was born after Ted Bundy was put to death. And I know that there are some others out there that say they channel Ted Bundy and things like that. I would personally not want to do that. Like I said, you don't want to dance around in those energies for too long. You don't want to stay connected to those energies for very long. But someone like Ted Bundy, his soul is like a demoniac. Very attached, very lusty, very, very attached to all that the material world has to offer, right? Loves all those animalistic energies. A soul like that is very tied to the earth. It would want to be reborn pretty quickly. It would want to be reborn. So I've just personally had weird downloads, because look at how he looks. Even he looks like him. Not like a lot, but like there is a lot of similarity. Sharp features, kind of these like cold blue eyes. They turn black, I don't know. I get that, because here's past lives. And I swear if these souls are not in some weird way like connected or tied together. I've been feeling like this was their fate all along for some weird fucking reason. I think to help teach humanity, to help wake us up, to help bring us together, I'm getting their earth angels. Y'all is earth angels, aren't you? Mm-hmm. Kaylee. Yes, they are. I feel like that was a direct confirmation. Check it out. Politics, politics, politics. If that doesn't give me like some Ted Bundy vibes, I don't know what does. But that's a mask, and that's a snake. It's a snaky motherfucker wearing a mask right there. And oddly, history is repeating itself, but that's how it works. That's how the wheel of karma works. That's how this works. Like the fool is giving me like a new life, a new opportunity. But this person just what? Chose to just completely literally limit themselves in all possibilities and just what? Go down the same road as the last life? You did the same fucking thing. Now watch if this person gets the death penalty. My aunt lives in Idaho and she was telling me like, "Oh yeah, death penalty, that's a dang thing." And I feel like a lot of people are going to be vying for that. You know? A lot of people are going to be celebrating that. If that day comes. You know, chances are you might end up living on, if this is the guy, I'm just going to keep reiterating that. This is our guy, but all the readings I do and the energy I be channeling, it just does be looking like this is our guy. I just have to protect myself, obviously. Even though he's playing it cool with this mask on, right? Even though dude is playing it cool with his little mask on, underneath it all, pop goes the weasel. Motherfucker's stressing. He's stressing. He's stressing. Underneath it all, for sure, there's a lot of stress. It's been a lot of work and energy. It takes a lot of energy and work I'm getting to keep up the lies, to keep up the charade, to keep up the act, the show. And why would you? It's almost like that's a feminine. I hear pleading with this person, like, why would you? Like, how could you? So the ball's gonna pop. Look at that. You can only hold this juggling candles. Like, this is very dangerous. This is a dangerous dance, an act that's really gonna end in this person. One for the win. One for the win. One for the win. Yes. I heard that. That was fucking nice. One for the win. I've been saying this is a win. This is a win. And I just really don't think, you guys, that the FBI would have arrested him if they are not 100%, at least 99% confident. That's what I was thinking. I do feel like potentially he's done this before and he's gotten away with it. But the other ones were not like this. Those ones might have been a little too random. But just the nature in which this was done, he got a little bold, I think. He got extra bold. At least whoever did this got way bold. And you can just see copycat written all over it. It has been coming out in my cards. Bet if we pulled cards out of here, it'll probably come out again. I just love these cards. I love using these cards. Okay, Holy Spirit. Or any of the four beautiful souls, Ethan, Kaylee, Madison, Xana. If y'all are here, well, y'all are here. We know you're here. Can you guys tell us? Can someone tell us? Shit, I just had the question. Duh, I totally spaced. Spirit, can you bring that back, please? They're like, what? I can't remember. Maybe it wasn't meant to be asked right now. If I'm meant to remember, let me remember, Holy Spirit. Oh yeah, copycat vibes. Got bold. I don't remember exactly, but aloneness, loner vibes. The Hermit. You know, I don't know. You could take the Hermit as being like alone, loner, at night, conspiring, doing homework, doing research, very learned, right? There we have letting go in reverse, and also the outsider. Flowering in reverse. Wow. just so much hatred and like envy coming through this person's soul. You know, this inability to let go, this causing of so much sadness. This is also Eight of Cups, though, which shows me like walking away. I didn't really pick up the vibe in the beginning, but I see the Eight of Cups as someone that is wearing all black and they're walking away in the night, usually. But here we have the outsider. Like, you know, I feel Bryan definitely did feel like an outsider in life. I felt he felt an outsider. I feel he felt like he was a late bloomer. And there definitely was a specific reason why he targeted these kids. They were, like I said, I mean, the person that did this, whoever targeted these kids hated everything that they were, because they were flowering. They were everything that he wasn't. They had friends. They were popular. They were beautiful. They were all the things. And I feel his delusions might have even let him think at times. He loves to kill. That's what I just freaking heard. He loves to kill. That is what I just heard. Unless it's like lobster kill skills. Lobster skills. No, I heard he loves to kill. That's freaky. And like, yeah, man, it just, I feel this person did think maybe they could like get into this circle. Maybe they could like, you know, maybe they tried. Maybe they did make an advancement and were fucking rejected. Kaylee, did this person ever make an advancement to you or any of you four? Did the person that took your lives ever make an advancement in person? Said drink. Said drink. They might have met him at the bar a couple times. Might have met him at the bar. Who knows? But I feel like he could have made an advancement, been rejected, and like really like took it wrong. May not have showed it because good at keeping your cool, a great actor, but under the surface, just like complete disharmony, right? Dysfunction, schizophrenia, like mental illness, potentially a lot of problems. Celebration. But look, it's like I'm seeing this looks like somebody watching these three dancing from far away, doesn't it? Doesn't it look like you're kind of like watching them dancing from far away? Look how free they are. Look how beautiful they are, how happy. And here you are with your broken energy, your 10 of cups in reverse. You're never going to have your happy ending. You can't even feel love, happiness, or joy. Suppression, right? Wow. Look at this one. This one, I wish this, oh, there we go. Suppression. Pretty intense. A lot weighing on this person. Whoever is this image in the card, our subject, BCK, right, was couldn't suppress any longer. It was in reverse. So it was kind of like, I feel like all these feelings or whatever it was that were bottled up inside that this person was trying to repress and trying to hide from themselves eventually just boom, the top blew. They couldn't repress it anymore. They couldn't deny their feelings anymore. No, look, and this is creepy. It says, you know, these cards aren't generally creepy. It just is the context in which they fall, the story that comes out. You know, I'm getting like this person being very haunted by like inner voices. Look, it could be a peaceful card, but what do you see? I mean, I see a lot of spirits surrounding this person. Could be voices, could be multiple personalities. Break. That's almost what I heard. Break. I didn't even have water this whole time, you guys. I cannot believe it. I'm getting parched. I could grab some water really quick. I think I might need to do that. So, wow. Oh my God. All the worst cards, the craziest cards that could come out of this deck are coming out. That keeps happening when I read for this person. That keeps happening when I read for the KILLE, right? Boom. Morality. Morality. Look at that. Look at how bound this person is. This card's freaking weird. This card's weird. Gives the weirdest vibes. Like, no eyes. The green skin tone gives like demonic energy. Morality, but a lack thereof, a lack of morality. This person doesn't have normal morals. Yeah, no, he definitely has fucking entities on him. Anyone who would do this is probably a walking infestation of demonic entities. They obviously have astral parasites like latched on to their soul. But those get there a certain way, you know. It's yeah, sometimes they're born, you know, serial killers and these types are serials are born, are they? But they say it's a little bit nature, a little bit nurture, like, you know, nature versus nurture. Day to day. They they play something. So, but here we have the mind card. Look. It's just like this person has a temper. Their mind is like all fucked up. I'm getting like just so much overthinking, and like this person lives up in their head. They completely live in their head. Their mind is a mess. I feel like shit's about to pop off. They probably can't even keep track of all their fucking lies. The burden in reverse. It's like, release the burden already. You're fighting the inevitable potentially. Right? But fighting. Here we have someone armored up, ready for a fight. I feel like that was Ethan that just came through. Yep. Can you fight? That's weird. Come fight me. Like, I don't know. I feel like when this person took their rage, I feel they took a lot of their rage initially on Ethan. I'm gonna say, I feel like what I'm getting is like the person who did this felt like they were like 10 feet tall when they did this. Like they grew, like they became like ultra powerful. You know, one thing that other psychics picked up on that I've also picked up on, you guys, is the consumption of the body fluids potentially. I know that's a graphic, like, but I feel like even though he says he's a vegan, no, I feel like that he may have, I see him maybe tasting, licking the knife, tasting, not of all of them though, but I feel he tasted the blood. And whoever did this, the KILLER, I saw put some in their mouth and believe that they could maybe take the life force from them, or like get some type of powers out of that. That is why people drink blood. I mean, excuse me, that is why they do that. One other card that I had just pulled that I did think was interesting. Where'd it go? Should I put it back? Is it back here? No, I lost it. Oh, okay, whatever. It was Inner Voice in reverse. It was like the High Priestess in reverse, which really gives me like black, like magic vibes, you know, High Priestess in reverse, like. But you know what that also gives me? A not listening to your intuition. Like, why were they not? Yeah, some little kids are, you know, they catch psychopaths at a young age. Like, you can see psychopathic behaviors in children. And, you know, they do say with like a lot of therapy and like sometimes you can rehabilitate these kids, but that makes you wonder, you know, like, are they at a very young age, like possessed? So but with this, I see like somebody wasn't listening to their intuition here. Sadly, I feel like that's coming through. I feel like they knew there was a stalker, like the soul contract. You're right. I didn't even think about that. See, this is why I need you guys. This is why this is a group effort. This is why because like we got to talk about this stuff. It's important to talk about the truth right now. you know, to really, yeah, I know this stuff is like, it's kind of hard to hear and whatnot, but like, we all have psychic abilities. It's a real thing. We need to get back to believing so that we can know that what's out there. How are you gonna, you think some people are like, I don't believe in the devil. Well, that's fine. There are a lot of people out there that do. So whether you believe in it or not doesn't make a fucking difference to someone that does, because they're still gonna go out there and do what they do. But I get black magic vibes. I feel like this person was very low key, maybe secretly into black magic of some kind. Hence the blood drinking and whatnot. Yeah, drinking. You know what? I think that might need to be a lesson, you guys. Like starting today, I've made a vow to myself. Like I'm gonna be sober this whole year. I'm not gonna drink any spirits this year. This is not the year for spirit drinking for me. No, it takes away from your connection to source. It really does. And honestly, meat eating does the same thing. I do agree. I don't eat meat all the time, and I've been working up to maybe going vegetarian again, but yeah, no alcohol for me this year. I'm going to meditate every day. I'm already meditating a lot. I've done like stints, you know, but I'm going to be meditating every day. I'm going to be keeping that connection to source clear. So that way we can know, we can see these downloads, we can recognize them when they come in. Cuz y'all need to listen to your intuition. I'm telling you, like someone wasn't listening to their intuition here. And they knew that something darker. They just felt there was, whoa, these aren't even supposed to be in here. These are in here from the last time, which is actually kind of funny, but like really the death card and the judgment card, boom. That's maybe spirit wants those here. This death card is just wicked as can be. And look at this person coming in with this raging ferocity, right? And what do you see at the bottom? The 4 skulls with the freaking sword plunging into the chest. Like this death card done just in the first reading I did, it was the first card out, and I was like, oh my God, that is the person. That's it right there. Like that's the whole scene. That's what happened. That is like what happened that night. Right there in my card. Crazy. And the judgment card, though, I don't know. I feel like she's like, don't worry. Divine judgment's going to come. Divine judgment's coming down on whoever did this. And we're pretty sure we know who it is. The cards don't lie. Let's grab a couple of these, though, again. Here's Judge at the bottom. I'm going to shuffle some more, though, because I think that might have been from the last time. But I did shuffle a little bit, and this one was at the bottom. So we were just saying divine justice, right? Judgment. Judgment, judge. Legal matters, court hearing, final decision. Well, let's see, it's like gonna do this. Here's the sick card. Sick. Sick in the fucking head. And boom, I told you guys. Protecting yourself, needing to keep yourself safe. She's holding a gun, looking out the window. Look, she's got a gun right behind her back, holding the gun, looking out the window. These cards came out last time. Because this motherfucker's sick, and they already knew that they had a sicko on their hands. Fucking best believe my daughter ever goes off to college. I don't know. I'm giving you a dog. You're taking my GUN. I don't know. I'm going to teach you how to self-defense classes. I mean, how much do you guys think like that door might have even just literally been left open because that's how like ignorant, I'm sorry to say, or naive, not ignorant. That's how naive these babies were. You think that door was open? Because I have a feeling it might have just been right open. They might have not even thought in a million years to lock that door. You know? Of course. I mean, look at the Dahmer story, like with the parents being potentially knowing about this. I mean, come on. Like with Dahmer, like he was taking people out in the grandma's basement. She eventually caught on. She was eventually like, no, I'm not letting anyone go down there with you. But you can't blame the parents. No, you can't. Still, this was a choice, you know? This was a choice on some level. Even if somebody has impulse control problems, even if they're sick, even if they, it's still a fucking choice. DMs, new message, interested, secret admirer. Yeah, okay. Secret admirer. I'm getting like the phone here being a thing. The phone. Yeah, maybe Instagram. He was following them on Instagram, right? That's a weird connection too. Oh, what a coincidence. You just happen to be following these girls on friggin' Instagram, unless that wasn't real. Like, come on, the evidence is surmounting. Like, it's a lot of evidence piling up on this dude. But secret admirer, look, needing to protect yourself from a secret admirer, a stalker. Fuck, there's the burning evidence card. I can't make it up. But let's shuffle. I knew Spirit was going to do that. I already knew. Holy Spirit or whoever, not whoever. Kaylee, Madison, Zaina, Ethan. Did the person that did this burn the clothes they were wearing that night? Oh, I get it. It's not letting me spirit box anymore. It said I've exhausted the free daily limit. Okay, you know what? Fine. Fine. I like that one too. I will upgrade. God, I had to pay my rent today. It's really expensive. People think I'm out here getting rich off this stuff. Hell no, I'm not. Wow, glow up, new energy, priorities, attraction. That kind of looks like one of the girls, no? Kind of looks like Kaylee a little bit. New energy, priorities, attraction. It's like she just, I don't know, her glow was like what really caught the attention of the sicko initially. It was like, probably would have been good, whoever, but like, no, there was a fixation that developed, and there was some type of weird, it could have even been from something very minute, like some small interaction that they have, but it's something that got him like very fixated. Pregnancy test, unsure, pregnancy scare, positive, negative. Huh, weird. I almost wonder if she was having, maybe her and Jack had a pregnancy scare or something like that. Unsure. I was kind of getting with the baby card coming out that, like, I don't know, like this was his baby. Like this, for the person that did this, this is like his baby. This whole thing was like something he very calculated, premeditated, right? Great actor. I know, and y'all seen me shuffle. They didn't all come out though. I'll shuffle some more. Give me a little bit more here. Salty, spiteful, dramatic, jealous. Doesn't the dude get salty as F? He's a great actor though, right? Remember, we said underneath it all, there's a whole lot of stress going on. There's a whole lot of trying to keep track of all the lies and the stories and the, but this person knows enough about law too to not just sit there, and they're not going to just let them just interrogate them into giving up of the information that they're not this person's going to be like, I want my lawyer. They probably already did. They ain't talking like that. But salty, spiteful, dramatic, jealous, and here we have viral, so famous, everybody knows, attention. Once again, they might have got a lot of attention online. You could have been doing heavy, obviously, stalking online. Famous, everybody knows, attention. There's so much envy, right? Envy, jealousy, spite. Jaded, lacking motivation, stagnant excuses, pressed, obsessive desperation, the chaser. Damn, jaded, salty, pressed, all kind of negative emotions, stress, the mind, schizophrenia. Holy moly. Yeah, well, the manner in which he carried him out was violent and passionate, but it feels very premeditated. Like this. You never know what people do in the dark. I've gotten the moon card a lot, Brea. I've gotten I don't know, I beg to differ. I get the magician in reverse several times now for this person. The vegan thing also, I mean, doesn't really have anything to do with anything other than the fact that, hey, Brainwaves, love you guys. Go follow Brainwaves. He's my partner and super amazing psychic medium channel. He gets you thinking and gets your brainwaves activated. But what I was gonna say is the vegan thing is more just to make himself look like, you know, oh, I'm a vegan. Like, but maybe he is vegan. Maybe he's vegan for health reasons. Fucking, I don't know. But for me, it looks a little bit more like could just be to look some type of way. Broken, beyond repair, depression, vulnerable. Yeah, we're just getting the same cards. That's totally weird. I mean, it's not that weird, but I knew that was going to happen. Spirit was already telling me, like, you're going to pull practically all the same cards because it's just validating. No worries. Love you so much, friend. Have a beautiful night. I know it's late for you. It's getting a little late for me. I'm about to hop off of here pretty soon. So I think that we have seen all we can see here and tuned into all we can tune into. At least I'm feeling like that's all I probably got for tonight. I just looked, it said 13223. I know I can't, you know what? Sorry, I'm not sure who respect card, show respect. Oh, sorry. Show respect to the reader. Oh, show the card. You guys are funny. My cards tell me you're cheating. Let us see your cards. Oh, I don't have to prove anything to you. You saw me shuffle. You done saw me shuffle. It's also a really big deck. I mean, look, it's a big ass deck. Damn, this one came before too, but now you done just seen me shuffle. Savage mode, plotting revenge, karma, payback. Did I not say? You know, looks premeditated. For someone that's studying crime, you would think it's probably not just a random occurrence. I mean, use your noggins, y'all. It's not a random occurrence if that's your passionate area of study. Like, the dude's passionate about criminology. Like, he goes off when he talks about it. Like, he's all about it. Brittany Bowden. Your cards. How do your cards tell you that I'm cheating? I'm just curious. Like, what card is the cheating card? What you got? I don't need to cheat. Why would I? But yeah, for sure, sociopath, they definitely are delusional. They definitely think that they're smarter than everyone. They think they're going to get away with it, but then they don't want to get away with it because they want to take credit. And I think we can all agree that probably the trial is going to be very interesting. And shoot, beyond that, the interrogation is going to be interesting as F. Da 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 da. What? Ooh, how does that's weird. There's a hole in the wall. Or the men watch it all. That's weird that I would just think of that. Peeping. I'm confused about the veganism explanation. Doesn't make sense according to my cards. Well, I think you should make your own live stream, Brittany. Not to be rude or anything, but like if you have cards that are telling you things, then you should live stream and share with the world what you have to share, because this is my platform and this is my live stream, and I'm here with my beautiful community sharing my gifts. And if you don't believe in my gifts and you want to share your own, then by all means, go ahead and do it, girl. But it's a lot easy to talk from the chat and versus get up here and actually do this. Like versus even get up here and do this and be able to like be coherent and cute and intelligent, if I might add. Yes, I'm tooting my own horn. Toot toot. Thank you. So it's not easy. Be embracey. Just kidding. Plotting revenge on you. Yeah, I mean, shoot, he might not even be V. Who knows? Like, that could even be a rumor. Like, how do we know that? Does that maybe something on his social media or something? Like, who cares? Let's not get hung up on the vegan factor. No one's attacking vegans. That's not what was meant. I definitely strive toward probably a more vegan vegetarian diet for health reasons and morality reasons as well. So I've been vegetarian before. It's just right now it's not ideal, but I'm not judging. Laugh out loud. No, I'm not plotting revenge on you, but girl, get up and do it. Do your thing. You want to get on here? I'll let you on here. No, I don't think we have enough time tonight. I'm gonna have to get off here. But yeah, I love you guys. Thank you so much, Red Raven Spirit. His aunt said he was vegan and made her replace all. Oh, I don't know. Replace all. Okay, so the aunt said it. Yeah, most readers can't do this. Thank you, Brainwaves. You know, it's taken me a lot of practice. I've done a lot of sessions. I've done a lot of readings. I do a lot of random sessions. I'm a medium. Spirits come to me random times, tell me to say things to people in the grocery store, at my job, and like her pots and pans because he didn't trust that meat hadn't been cooked in them. Yeah, well, fuck. It doesn't mean that he wouldn't drink the blood for adreno reasons. We know about that. Yes. I don't know if any of y'all be catching Brainwaves lives lately. He's definitely been blowing the lid off some very controversial stuff going down lately. But yeah, it just seems like the darkness has been ramping it up. It's pretty crazy. But what do you guys think? Is like a one mechanism, we are all operating like a single body or something. We've got to, like, my aunt put it as, she used the metaphor, like, we've got to weed out the bad cells, like the cancerous bad cells. We got to like come together and we got to, we got to look out for each other, take care of each other. We got to fight the good fight, baby. So rest in peace, my beautiful babies, Kaylee, Madison, Zaina, and Ethan. You guys are the real MVPs, and we love you guys so much. And we pray for your families this season. We pray that some type of closure can be brought, and we pray for divine justice in this situation. It's looking like we're going to get it, y'all. It's looking like this monster, whoever they are, BCK. You know what? I feel like he could get off on the fact that the name is his initials are B, C, and K. Sounds a lot like BTK. You think he's hoping they call him BCK? No, it's looking like this person's getting the. You stun locked me? It looks like this person. I feel stun locked. Don't do that to me. Blah. Yeah, it feels like I just totally had a brain fart. What'd you do to me, Brittany Bowden? Stop doing stuff. Return to sender. My power is more than 9,000. Yes, of course. God, I love them. Like, I feel I've been getting intimate with them and their souls lately, and just they I don't even know what stun locked fucking means. Like, I'm just feeling like energy vibes being rocketed my way. Can someone explain to me what stun locked means? This might be a young person that speaks in slang terminology I do not understand. I'm 33 years old now. I'm like not that young, but still not quite old, but gets past my bedtime. Lordy, Lord, Lord. Help me, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's okay. We're consecrated in this space. A baby witch. Yeah, I feel it. It's okay. You're over here with your cards analyzing me. That's fine. I don't mind. I'm usually pretty like, I know I let the trolls get to me recently. I had a weak moment, but I'm pretty good at like energetically blocking that shit out. I know, brainwaves. I feel like I had to get going again because you've been with this centrifugal force, this inertia, and I've been kind of like taking a pause, but it is Mercury retrograde. So I'm just curious now. One last thing I want to talk to you guys about. Thank you so much. I love you guys all so much. If you like my vibe, want to become part of the tribe, please like, share, and subscribe. I would love to have you. Please smash the likes, show your support and love. Okay, show your support and love to law enforcement for getting this thing handled, and and for these beautiful souls that crossed over way too soon, in my opinion. Ha ha ha, that's interesting. I didn't even think about that, brainwaves. Love it. Yes, my little tagline kind of developed on its own, and it's perfect, and it's mine, and I love it. So yeah. What do you guys think about Mercury retrograde and being when this person was arrested? Like, do you think this is going to fudge things up a little bit? I was curious to see what y'all had to say about that. Well, you guys know, like, anyway, you can't receive negative energy if you're not vibrating at that frequency anyway. Like, it's just going to go right back to them. I'm impermeable, especially when I'm in this high vibe and energy. I feel y'all's high vibes, and I'm like definitely buzzing off of it. Sober as the Dickens. So what do y'all think? You think Mercury retrograde is going to make a difference in this? Do you think that good old Mercury is going to throw that cosmic monkey wrench into things and fuck up a good thing? Or do you think this is our guy? Do you think law enforcement's confident? Are you guys confident? Let's speculate real quick before I head out of here. I'm just real curious what anybody has to say or what y'all think. We have just like a couple minutes of just free speculation. Yeah, I know, right? It felt like such a beautiful, it felt the divine timing of things was like really beautiful in this. Maybe it'll mean fucked up things for his energy. Maybe it'll mean, his plans get thwarted. That's what I think. Brainwaves. I didn't even pick up on that. I definitely sensed little mischievous energies were going to come in here tonight. I knew they were. Look how the light is like, that's cool. The light looks like it's almost like you can see my aura. It's like dancing off of me. Yeah, I agree with I agree with the could be working for or against either police or him. So I'm confident in law enforcement, also proud of them. Love you guys. Once again, we're all sorry for the doubts. We just were scared and nervous, and we just all wanted this to be figured out. Of course, not more than the families, though. My hearts are mostly with them. And yeah, I think his plan's got the Mercury curse. You're right. Okay, I like it. I like the outlook. Well, hey, we will find out, Pink Butterfly. We will find out more. I like it. Nice connections. Yeah, there were a few things that were kind of like choop choop choop, but I was even like, should I go live? But it was like very clear, like, do it. You kind of need to fight that urge to stay quiet and maybe plan more. Like, this can't be planned too much. Like, you got to just kind of, I always pray to spirit to just Spirit, do your will through me. Spirit, you move my lips. Like, I'm an ignorant child, as we all are as human beings. We just need to trust in the divine, and that can help alleviate so much stress. So going into the new year, I hope that's what you guys are all doing. That is kind of what I'm doing in my own life, is just really practicing surrender and this divine trust. Okay. That all will be balanced and all will be well, no matter how it looks. Yes, of course. And I've been saying that all along, Frey. I've been saying that law enforcement has been very tight-lipped about this because that's how they have to be in this type of case. You can't spill the beans, or you could tip someone off and it could just fuck up the whole thing. You know what? They did that on purpose. They waited until the middle of the night to sneak up on this mofo. And isn't that some divine irony? You're welcome, Brittany. You're the one that's setting yourself apart from the tribe. You're the one that's playing little energy games to get attention. We're here. We're giving you attention. You are allowed to be here. We like you here. We want you to feel welcome, but allow yourself to be more synergistic. If you'd like to be a part, don't make yourself outside of. Just invite yourself in and be cool. This is a cool place with some amazing people that are in this chat right now. I have a feeling there are some very powerful folks in my chat, and I know there are because Brainwaves is like amazing, and I can already tell all y'all are too. So let's all just get along. Treat everybody like your neighbor, but not that one fucking weirdo. Treat people like your neighbor. Don't talk to people on here that you wouldn't. Don't speak to people in a way that you wouldn't speak to them in real life, Thank you, Red Raven Spirit. Beautiful. Yeah, I know. I was actually pretty amazed at how spot on it was as well. And out of respect, I deleted my other 2 videos that were about 2 other people that we know for sure are definitely, they've been cleared completely. I trust that 100%. I've deleted those readings because let's just get rid of that energy. Let's let that be done with the past. We're letting all of that go. We're all going to move forward here and we're going to unite and we're going to come together in love. Okay. As one family, one global family, one love, you guys. Just remember, nothing is outside of God, okay? Nothing is outside of God. All things are a part of the one. So when you get dogmatic or you get like, oh, the devil or this person's evil, you know what? Like we saw with the past lives thing. What if dude is Ted Bundy reincarnated? I think he is. I don't know. I can never prove that. There's no way I can know that. But that is something I've been feeling since the very beginning. And his soul is very similar, right? I think we're going to see more as time progresses too. Thank you. You're so fun. I love you guys. So, nothing's outside of, even in a strange way, these dark souls are a part of the divine plan, right? It's hard to admit that. It hurts a little to admit that. Like, why, God? Because what this is all a dance to become more conscious. It's a dance of consciousness. It's the dance of spirit awakening to its own self. So that's in the Bhagavad Gita. They say, like, do not lament the living nor the dead, because we're all God in drag. We're all God in drag. Everyone is divine, even the not so divine seeming ones. So we kind of have to take a step back and, like, trance to find the weapon. I've already been doing meditations, and we did a lot of that in the beginning. Me sharing what I've found. Old crone wisdom. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they do. That's what I feel, soul to soul. I definitely felt that. It's in some weird way they have some type of contract together. They had it was a divine meeting. Strange one. Yeah, I saw that, Karen. I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, do what you do. That's fine. Personally, I have a little bit of different feelings. The thing about that, though, that's really tricky, you want to try to connect with a serial case spirit, you really don't know what you're getting. Like, you better be careful with just connecting with any energy, because you don't know how to validate that that's your source. Like, I know that what I do also is like, it is, there's a lot of gray area, but like connecting with like a serial killer's like soul, like having conversations with them, for me, that's where I personally draw the line. If you want to do that, go right ahead. But I don't confidently know that what is speaking back to me is like Ted Bundy. Because I think a soul like that, personally, what I feel is like intuitively that kind of soul would reincarnate very quickly, because they really love what they do. They love the earthly pleasures and desires of being physically incarnate. They want to kill more and feel things and be physical and have lust and all that. You know what I mean? Yeah, as a medium, I don't recommend it. No. There, I will connect with souls of people who have passed, but not ones that I know were very dark, that probably have dark entities attached to them. You don't know who you're talking to. And I will say there were a couple things said a few times that I just didn't, channeling this spirit, and this spirit's using names to talk about the victims like B and WHORE. I'm not trying to sit here and relay that type of message. I don't even know or why, but like, you know what I mean? Yeah, if I'm gonna do that, I will only have you backing me up, dude. Like, there definitely is certain work that I probably don't want to do completely by myself. I need you to like protect my body while I go into the ether. I kind of didn't want to do the channeling tonight aspect without some backup. So maybe we do that on another live together if you're down. I would like to do a follow up on this and we could do some what's the word? We can do some remote viewing, and we can also like all participate. We can all participate in some remote viewing. We can like, we can all try and do it and see what we see. I love that. I love interacting. But, anyway, I'm not knocking anyone or what they do. People want to do what they do. You want to open doors, just know how to close those doors. Be careful. I don't see anyone saying prayers and things before they go into their stuff besides me and like a few people. So just make sure I'm just like, if anyone's watching that does this work, make sure you consecrate your space, pray, really be meditating on the energy, keep your vessel clean when you want to do your work. When you want to channel, you want to keep your vessel clean. You don't want to be on alcohol or any low vibrating energies. All will be well. Yeah, 4 lives were brutally taken, but you know what? Unfortunately to say, here's a truth that's gonna sting a little. People die every day, and that's why I say never lament the living nor the dead. Of course, that's harder when it's close to you, but even so, I don't feel sadness around death necessarily. I miss being able to connect with somebody in the physical, if that makes sense. But I understand that energy is infinite. So I know that energy never disappears. Energy is how do you say energy never disappears or like goes away, or there's never any less energy? So what? It all just transfers. So that's why I say that. It's about rising above dogma and transcending duality and being able to understand certain universal truths like all will be well. It's all good. Even that one. It's all good. How about chew on that one for a minute? It's all good in the end. It's so hard to see that sometimes in the moment when things are really hard, but in the end, do we not always become stronger? Do we not always learn? Do we not always grow in some way? So yes, all will be well. I stand by that. Energy is neither created nor destroyed. There you go. So where does it go when you die? Right? It just transfers. That's how people like me can do what we do. That's how, if you were a real medium, Brittany, you'd know that it's just a vibratory frequency thing. That's where the dimensions are they're all superimposed on top of each other at different vibrational frequencies. So if you can tap into the vibrational frequency of a certain plane, you can go there while you're in another plane. You can go into all kinds of different dimensions while still being here on this realm. I lucid dream all the time. I've had those realizations. Like, holy shit, I'm in 2 places at once. I must be in infinite places at once. Time must be an illusion. Sadness is for the survivors. Yeah. You know, but we also have to like let the families like mourn in that way because that's their sadness. You know what I mean? We can be sad for them. We can be sad for what they're going through. We can feel empathy for that, right? But also don't have survivor's guilt. Because I notice I feel that sometimes. Sometimes I feel like, fuck, like, should I even enjoy life? Like people have been like brutally like taken out of this world. Their families are just suffering right now. Like, who knows what they're going through? I can't relate to that. That's yes, I cried. Sometimes I sob. Like it does hurt, you know, but I do feel like that pain is the love. Yeah, it's the love. Empathy, right? So that's all I've got for you guys. I love you guys so much. I think we should probably head out of here in a second. Dang, brainwaves. I don't know how you'd be rocking those. You'd be going on live 3-4 hours long. I'm usually like a 2 hours girl. I'm 2 hours and I'm tapped. Beautiful things are birthed through pain. That's 100% true. Jesus was all about the suffering, you know? Yeah, but the thing about when you do readings for people that have loved ones on the other side, all they ever want to know is if their person is okay. Like they know they're okay, maybe kind of, but they need that validation. And you know, I find that when I hold back in my readings, that's when like some like crucial point is missed. I have been able to see the craziest things in some of my readings. Like I've been able to see, you know, if somebody was poisoned and by who, and like people have asked me the craziest things. I've had such interactions with spirits, you know. There goes my dog. He's like the perfect little like Heyoka. He just like breaks up the tension. Yep, the wounded healer. I like my Kohbergers done well. Bravo. That was a good joke. That was a good one. I like you. I like that you just threw that one in there right as we're about to depart. Yeah, well done for sure. Yes, blessings to you all. I love you guys so much. Let's just ground really quick as I send you out of here. Holy Spirit, please remove from my beautiful tribe and myself any energies that might be lingering. Please return to sender any energies that are negative or malicious or not for the highest good of all. Please bless everyone in their new year and allow everyone to experience abundance and to truly step into their power this year. I wanted to share one last thing for you. Amen. Holy Spirit, thank you. Yes. So one last thing was, and I wanted to kind of see what y'all had to say about this. So the animal I pulled for like power animal for the year, interesting, was the porcupine. I got to thinking about this. I thought, what's the porcupine's deal? So what could that mean about our year 2023 being symbolized by porcupine? Maybe we look at the book? Yeah, why not? Innocence. Wow. Innocence for this year. Look at that. I feel like all this shit is taking us back to our innocence, to this root, to this core. Like, wow. Porcupine remind me of innocence again. With every man, a brother, each woman, a friend. I'm gonna cry. Fuck, I really am. Really, this year is all about us all unifying, you guys, about putting aside our differences and about coming together, about creating through innocence. I love it. Thank you so much. I love you guys. The power of faith and trust. I was saying that. We got to have divine faith and divine trust, you guys. Wow. It says the south of the medicine wheel is the place of childlike innocence and humility. It is the home of playfulness and the position of porcupine on the medicine wheel of life. Porcupine has many special qualities and a very powerful medicine, the power of faith and trust. The power of faith contains within it the ability to move mountains. The power of trust in life involves trusting what the great spirit has a divine plan. That the great spirit has a divine plan. Your task is to find the pathway that is most beneficial for you, that uses your greatest talents to further the plan. Like what I'm doing right now, you guys, let me be a leader in, giving you that courage to also, like I said, stand in your power and like walk your truth, do what you love. Trust can open doorways to the creation of space. The space thus created allows others to open their hearts to you and share their gifts of love, joy, and companionship. It's mostly gentle, right? But like a porcupine does have a good little defense. I'm getting like keep yourself protected this year. Keep your defenses, but like in a gentle way. That wounded warrior energy for sure. Be ready, but like be poised, but be gentle. Trust in the divine plan. Speak your truth. You know, wow, and opening up a space for being vulnerable to get that love, like what I'm feeling right now from you guys, opening myself up in this beautiful space to shoot. I bet they did. I'm gonna have to review those guidelines because I don't even know what the dang guidelines are. I'm exhausted from keeping up with guidelines, but you know holding space so that you can receive this type of love that I'm getting. Like, if you guys want this in your own life, then shoot, do it. Make a platform. Get out there. We all have truth to tell. We all have voices to speak. We have unexpressed talents. What these babies are telling me right now, they're saying like, let our lives be a lesson to you. Like, use our lives as an example of why you need to live every day to your fullest, because you just really don't ever know when it's going to be your last day on this earth. So hug your loved ones a little extra. Find something to be grateful for, you know? Yeah, it seems random, but that's why we were saying that it's possible that there's some type of odd soul connection here, like a past life connection, or just their fates were obviously intertwined, We've got the analogy of like the Fate sisters. And I believe it's social media too. I think that's initially how he probably picked them out. I feel like the location was keen too. And it was also kind of, I guess, in like correlation or contrasting and matching, I think, tidbits from, the Bundy case and whatnot. So, yeah. So, anyway, I love you guys, and that's it. I'm going to pop off now and have work tomorrow, a long day, but I will be back soon, very soon. And we will pick this up again. I'm so glad I came on, and I'm glad I got to interact with all of you guys. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for being amazing. Happy New Year. Blessings to you all. May all your dreams come true. I'm wishing all of that for all of you. Like, share, subscribe if you like my vibe and want to become part of the tribe. You like my dance? I don't know. Okay. Till next time.